Alright, I'm back once again with another video. This time would be Shinobi is a 2002 action-adventure video game developed by Overworks, published by Sega for the PlayStation 2. It is part of the Shinobi series. The game stars Master Ninja Hatsuma, the leader of the Obido clan, who wields the Akachiki, the sword that feeds of its soul. It can also use ninja magic, shurikens, and special moves. Upon finding the Golden Castle after earthquake, Hatsuma makes its goal to defeat the powerful sorcerer Hiwako, who summoned the hell-spawn creatures in Japan to destroy Tokyo. Hatsuma's mission is to stop Hiwako from destroying the world and avenge the death of his clan. Shinobi was originally planned for the Sega Dreamcast, but due to discontinuation of the console, the game was moved to the PlayStation 2. The game was designed to place emphasis on the action elements of the action-adventure gameplay to appeal to the action market. Other gameplay elements resulted in the desire to mix old and new elements upon release. Shinobi was generally well received by critics. A comic book adaptation, soundtrack, album, and a sequel titled Nightshade were also released. Shinobi is a 3D action-adventure game viewed in a third-person perspective. The player guides protagonist Hatsuma through the 8 levels, and that each consists of the 2 sections and a boss battle. The gameplay consists quickly moving through levels and killing enemies. The game does not, let me repeat that one more time. The game does not feature checkpoints, but it allowed the player to continue from the start of the boss battle if they perish. The combat is hack and slash, involving large numbers and recruiting enemies. Hatsuma's sword, Akajiki, is the primary weapon. It feeds on its soul, initially devouring those whose enemies it kills. Then that Hatsuma itself, if it does not kill any enemies for too long. This leads to the emphasis killing all enemies in the battle quickly as possible to ensure that Akajiki's hunger remains sated. Hatsuma can kill 4 or more enemies with no more than a few seconds between each kill to perform an exaggeratedly violent tate attack that will release more souls for Akajiki. The mechanic of jumping from enemies after dispatching them adds an element platform gameplay. Hatsuma can also use shurikens to briefly paralyze his enemies. 3 types of ninja magic are available. Karen, the area-based fire attack. Kamatachi, if I pronounce it wrong, I apologize. A shockwave attack. Rajin, which grants him invincibility for a short period of time. You can read the rest of it. I'm not going to bore you to death. Look, it was released in Japan December 5th, 2002, and the PAL. It was released on May 15th, 2003. You know the genre, hack and slash, action adventure, a single player only. So, look, I remember I played this game a long time ago. In fact, I did not play this game until I think it was around 2005, I believe. And when my family and I was stationed in Las Vegas, I got the game online, which was the first time it ever happened. And they delivered the mail from there, from somewhere in New Jersey to Vegas, and in perfect condition. It was awesome. And when I played the game, I was like, oh man, this is awesome. Oh wait, I better hurry up and kill enemies before Nakajiki decides to feed on the soul of the protagonist. So that you're fighting the enemies to stay alive, but you gotta feed the cursed sword in order to stay alive. Otherwise, you know what's gonna happen. So I like the design of the Hatsuma. It looks incredible, and I wish we'd get like a third game of the Shinobi. I never played Nightshade. I hope they come out with the remaster games in the future. Even though I'm not crazy about remaster remake games being pushed out in the gaming market, but I would love to see Shinobi and Nightshade in one package. So I mean, I like the game for what it was. To me, it is like the Elder Ring, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, all rolled into one. There was a checkpoint in finger quotes, but it was like in the middle of the mission. And if you get into a boss battle, if you die, you have to start back to the beginning. So this game is difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is hard. In fact, it took me an entire month to beat this game. Okay, levels 4, 5, and 6 are the hardest. It is. I mean, you're gonna be throwing your controller. You're gonna be punching the wall. You're gonna be punching air. You're gonna be running out of the house screaming because this game will frustrate you to no end. And and yes, there is some cheap deaths, no doubt about it. So I mean, the story is self-explanatory, which I just did just that. So and I mean, the final chapter, the final boss battle. I mean, I think he's the cheapest in the entire game. I'm just like, oh my goodness, if I don't find a way to beat you after you did that to me, and thankfully I did, and I haven't touched the game again. So it don't give me nightmares or anything like that, but it's just like whenever I think about Shinobi for the PlayStation 2, it's just like, ooh boy, it just makes me want to punch a wall because how frustrating the game is. So I would give this game a stamp of retro Big Cat or Big Cat stamp of approval. It is phenomenal. It's awesome. There are, like I said, there are issues with the game, such as the cheap boss fights. Uh, it's more luck than skill. And what else? Oh yeah, you will be fighting the camera angle too, just like with Ninja Gaiden. You will be dealing with that. So if you can overcome those things and beat the game, you're all set. It's all good. So, and with that in mind, throwing y'all salute. What's your thoughts on the PlayStation 2 version of Shinobi? Have you played it? What you think? And I will see you in the next video. Check y'all guys later.